So we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with the best swing animations in NBA 2K24. I ain't gave y'all the best guard or big all year. So if y'all do want that, make sure to like. But today we got y'all with the swings. If you don't know what swings is, that's pretty much 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Now, we're gonna go over everything in this video. Dribbles, dunks, jump shots, it doesn't matter. Y'all gotta do, make sure you support by liking the video. Subscribe if you're new. Y'all want the guard, the big, make sure y'all show the support. Ask for that in the comments. I'm gonna read the comments. I always read the comments. All that good stuff out the way. Further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, so first things first is going to be the shot time and visual cues. So instead of me explaining how they work, I'm gonna actually throw in what Mike Wang says of how they work.
Jump is the point where your player's toes leave the floor. Set point is when the ball is raised up above the head before the shooting motion begins. Push, which is the default setting, is when the shooting motion is underway and the ball is being pushed forward. And release is the point just before the ball leaves the shooter's hand.
Alright, so with that being said, the shot time and visual cue I personally use is set point for majority of my jump shots. So I blend my releases to be able to use set point. Now, I'm gonna go over certain things on based off how I use, but if you guys are struggling to get like contested, if you like getting contested more than you want to get contested, I'm gonna give you guys the best releases for that to speed your jump shot up. I'm gonna give you the best releases for that, all that in this video, so just stay tuned. All right, now hopping into the swings. When it comes to the swings, really tough to get y'all to super high, so we kind of just got lows, mids, where it's kind of more towards the middle tier, and then we got one high. So let's go ahead and hop into it. The best low in my opinion in the game, y'all heard me time and time again stress this. I can't stress it enough. I'm gonna keep stressing it until y'all get this into y'all brain. Romeo Langford. Now the releases I did use to test all these was Brandon Bobzinski again, Larry Bird again, very quick, 75-25. Y'all seen this multiple times, and in my opinion, it's still the best jump shot to this day for those lower in jump shots or builds. All right, now going into the popular, y'all kind of know what this is gonna be. JT Thor, one of the most popular jump shots in the game for the whole year so far, and yeah, definitely one of the best jump shots in the game. Now, yeah, you see what I went. Now right here, I kind of capped on this one and another one. I use different releases because it just don't work. I already know it doesn't work with this jump shot, so I didn't want to sell this jump shot. So this one use a little bit different, but it's popular for a reason. I don't really like it still, I won't lie, but it's popular for a reason, so I gotta throw it in here. Now 70 plus, Dyson Daniels. Now Dyson Daniels is actually a really, I'm not gonna lie, this was really, I think it was, what's his name, O'Shea Brissett. This is similar to O'Shea Brissett. It's kind of like if you want Curry on swing, this is kind of it. You need a 77 mid-range or 3 to have a base. You have an 80 to put all this together. Now you could throw some other stuff on and get it, loophole it, but yeah, this is pretty much what I use. And yeah, now I will say I was using my Tyrese Halliburton build. It is 6'8". I just put it to max speed for y'all boys, so that if y'all do make it 6'6" or 6'5", but it can get a little confusing. So if you're 6'6", 6'5", I would advise going max speed. Then your jump shot's gonna be very quick. Now if you want to use the same thing as me, go quick. That's what I did on all mine, because I did test it on a 6'8". So just want to say that. So yeah. Next, best mid. Now if you've been with me the whole year, it's not changing. 80 plus, best jump shot in my opinion in the game for swings. Taurean Prince. Biggest green winner in the game in my opinion. Whether you want to do a fade, whether you want to do a regular, it don't really matter, man. This jump shot is green bean, and there's nothing else to say about it. Standstill, off the dribble, fade, hop jumper, spin jumper, it don't matter. Green bean, simple as that. Keep it moving. Next is the popular mid, another JT Thor. Like I said, when it came to JT Thor, use a little bit different releases because I've tried this and I didn't like it. Use some better releases. If that fit the jump shot, it's better. Just too fast for me. I don't really need that to be that crazy fast. I'm gonna be able to get open. Don't need that crazy, especially with this game where you can hit so many lightlies. So yeah, I think that this is definitely one of the, it's popular for a reason. I think it is better than JT Thor, so if you can't get it, throw this on. Next is pop meta mid. Now we got the not the Larry Bird, but the Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady is really popular now. If Steph Curry is the most popular for guards, this may be the most popular in the entire game. Whether you want to call it swings, guards, bigs, I would say for swings for sure the most popular, and in the entire game, I think it's like literally the meta jump shot of the game. So yeah, Tracy McGrady. Another one that's really similar to this, if you want a cheaper one, is DeMar DeRozan. But yeah, I'm gonna just say Tracy McGrady, and just gonna keep it moving. Now next, we got another 80 plus. And this is one I highly recommend. Now, if you don't mess with anything else that's in the 80 plus, J.R. Smith. J.R. Smooth, I'm telling you, this joint is so, like, when it came out last year, I told people, green bean. Again this year, green bean. So yeah, max speed, 75-25, Brandon Podziemski, Larry Bird. Keep it moving. Now, last but not least, the best high jump shot. Now, think of all the jump shots that have a 90 plus rating in this game. Not really too many good ones. They all pretty slow, but if you do want to use some slower ones, you don't care about the speed too much. KD is already on there, Kyle Korver, but I put on Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is honestly one of the best jump shots in the game. It's not crazy popular. I don't know why. You do need a 92 3 ball, which is not too many builds that have that. This is my 6'5", and I have a 96 on this. But yeah, Kobe Bryant, green bean. Brandon Podziemski, Larry Bird, 75-25, very quick. I'm telling you, green bean. The only thing I say about it, it can be kind of slow sometimes, but it's way faster than last year, and I think it's actually usable across multiple builds and across a lot of different things. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you can actually afford to get this. It has really good stats. Sometimes the stats don't matter. I'm not gonna lie, I don't look into that too much, but yeah, really good jump shots. My friend that has a 99 3-pointer has used it all year, and when I tested it, it definitely met the eye test. I'll say that. All right, next is the dribble pull-ups and the fade animations. Let's go ahead, hop into these quick and easy. Dribble pull-ups, fades. Best ones, Pro 2, Kobe Bryant, DeMar DeRozan, MJ. You shouldn't be using any of the other ones. Now, I was testing out the DeMar DeRozan. Smooth. I ain't gonna lie, that joint smooth. Michael Jordan was my go-to last year. Super easy to green. But the one I like the most this year is Kobe. Most popular one is Pro 2 though. Simple as that. If I had to rank them in order, I would have to say the order for me would go MJ, Kobe, Pro 2, DeMar DeRozan. MJ is always gonna be my favorite one from because last year it was just so idle. I just don't use it because it's like I just want to try something new, and I've been trying something new for pretty much 3 seasons now, I guess you could say. But yeah, next is the Pro, or well, yeah, I kind of just gave it away, but the spin jumpers. You either gonna go with normal or Pro. These are both really ridiculous. But Pro, I will say, I've yet to see somebody be able to guard it. You see all the clips of me doing spin jumpers, I'm using Pro. It takes ankles like crazy. It's really good to throw people's off. The way I usually explain it is you're gonna use Pro if you're barely doing spin jumpers. Like if you're doing it to bail yourself out, maybe the fade is not there and you want to spin off that because they playing the fade heavy, the Pro is perfect. But if you really do this spin jumper stuff, you really do this shot creator stuff, normal is the one for you. If you know how to control which way you want to spin and all that type of stuff, and you want to get it off quick, you want to create the separation quick and easy, normal is the one for you, and I cannot express it enough. But I'm not really doing all this. I'm not fading on the purpose of fading. I've never been a midi guy. I've just became a midi guy this year because it's so good, and it's kind of just something to add to your game. With people not be able to shoot in this game, I gotta just be able to shoot in all 3 levels. I'm a real 3-level scorer. Call me KD. I'm moving on. I don't know why I just went that deep in detail. Hop jumper. Now hop jumper, I do use normal, but you can go with I think Jimmy Butler's solid. My favorite one this year has actually been Tyler Hero. I am a Heat fan though, so I can't lie to you. Paul George is getting some traction. Zach LaVine is cool, but besides those, I can't really recommend too much. Oh, Harrison Barnes is actually solid too. Harrison Barnes is really solid too. But yeah, I would say Tyler Hero or normal is the ones I personally would recommend personally. But you can use any of the ones I just said. I ain't gonna lie. And now the best dunk packages. Now the best dunk packages literally are completely different if you hit a certain rep. Once you hit starter 3, you will now unlock not only quick drops off 1, but the front clutches off 1. Those are 2 of the best dunk packages in 2K history. Like, I'm not talking about 2K22, I'm not talking 2K23. I'm talking 2K15, 16, it don't matter. Ever since they had a park, ever since they had blacktop, it don't matter. If you put those dunks on, those were really 2 hands for safety for a reason. But they're a lot behind the rep reward. So what else can we use? I use quick drop in back scratches off 2. Now, somebody in my comments had told me to use side clutches off 1. Shout out to you. You got me blocked a lot that day when I was testing that joint out. I'm never using that again, but for the people that do like it, put that joint on. I also, just in case he was trolling and meant side front clutches off 2, shout out to you. Again, I never got blocked as much as I did that day I was testing that joint out. I don't know what it is with some of these dunks that a lot of people be saying that don't get blocked. For me, it's just a whole different experience. I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to the best overall dunk package that I use, no matter what build I'm on, LeBron James. Simple. And the reason why I use LeBron, the reason why I use quick drop back scratchers is because the dunk distance. Like, there's no limitless takeoff in the game. So you have to have the right dunk package to go along with the right vertical. The higher your vertical is, the more you're going to dunk from further. Now, I have a 93 dunk on this build with an 80 vertical. I have a build with a 97 dunk with an 86 vertical. I have another build with a 97 dunk with a 90 vertical. You get what I'm saying? Oh, no, not 97 dunk, but a 95 dunk with a 90 vertical. And yeah, I'm telling y'all, that vertical is so very important. If you didn't see the contact dunk tutorial, man, I am not gonna lie. I put a lot of time into that, and I gave a lot of details and a lot of info. So you kind of trolling yourself if you ain't see that. But that's pretty much what to be said there. Now, when it comes to the contact dunks, I'm gonna be honest. We in season 5, so I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing this since season 2, just playing the game for fun. So I really do just go for the elite. So yeah, I'm not even gonna try to prologue that or nothing. I'm just putting on elite contacts. If I can get the elite right here, I'm putting on elites. It's simple as that. I don't get them, so I'm putting on both pros. It's just that simple. But on my 97, I do elite. I definitely do elite, and that's the reason why this build don't have 94 or 96, because I have a build strictly for that. This is my get a bucket build. So I got a crazy mid-range. I got the 3-ball. I got the dunk. I got the defense, and that's just really what it is. So I don't really need that. Now, alley-oops, I do use elite in Zion. I think I went over this in the past, but pro, in my opinion, is the best for big men. Hopefully that makes sense. So pro is the best for big men because it has standing dunks. Elite and Zion, they're not really for that. But if you do use all three, the reason why I don't use all three, pro is significantly slower than elite and Zion, where elite and Zion are both kind of more to the same speed. And so when you're going for those timings, like sometimes you'll get like lobs where they throw it high, and that'll throw off my timing sometimes. But I just like to have like kind of like consistent timings across the board when I'm getting a lob, when I'm shooting a fade, when I'm shooting a 3. It don't really matter. A layup, it don't really matter. I'm trying to make sure I have the most consistent timings across the board. So that's another reason why I do a lot of the things I do. Now, when it comes to the best big man dunks, you can go with front under basket rim pulls. You can go with the 2-hand under basket regular. You can go with the, where is he at? You can go with the Ben Simmons. All these dunks are also really, really good standing dunk packages in this game. Simple as that. All right, and last but not least, the layup packages. Let's go over these. Best layup package in the game for swings, in my honest opinion, it's got to be somewhere between the Kobe, Jimmy Butler, and Anthony Edwards debate. Now, I'm trying to see. I see some people in the comments saying LeBron, so I'll throw that in there. If we gonna throw in LeBron, though, in my opinion, I think Jordan has to be in there too. But to me personally, I think that the 3 of Kobe Bryant, Jimmy Butler, is the 3 for me. I think LaMelo and DeMar DeRozan are still good too, that you can try to say in there. But I think those are the 3. So this is the way I say it. Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, is the best one. And the crazy thing is, Jimmy Butler is the lowest rating one. But that's because my playstyle. I do have pretty much a lot of my builds I have strength, so I can get bulldozer animations. Jimmy Butler is really good for bulldozer animations. But one thing across the 3 that's really, really good for is the floater. The floaters are really good. If you're a scoop layup person, Ant is going to be the best one for you by far. Ant is going to be the best one for you by far. And then Kobe is just overpowered because it's just really, really easy to get green in general. Now, I think some people that says that don't really understand the higher your layup is. It's just easy to green in general. So you need an 88. I think there's crossover with that, and that's just really what it is. So I think Jimmy Butler is the best one. I would probably say Anthony Edwards is the second one, and I would say Kobe. But if you want to throw in the LeBron, the Jordan, especially the Jordan, it does get very interesting. But those are the ones I personally would recommend. So hopping into the dribble animations, when it comes to the best dribble animations for swings, let's hop into the dribble styles. Now, when it comes to the dribble styles, this is kind of the most important thing in the game for dribbling, because this is how you speed boost, and this is how everything after what we finna go over here activates smoothly. So, the dribble style I personally use is pro. I use this on my guards. I use this on my swings. It doesn't matter. I'm like, the move set for it, in my opinion, is the most smooth for me. Like, what I speed boost in and out of, for me, is smooth. It's the most smooth with this, in terms of my play style, in terms of how I want to score, how I want to get to the rim, how I want to get to a midi fade, how I want to shoot a 3-ball, how I want to shoot a limitless, you know, whatever I want to get off, I can get it off the easiest, and I'm most comfortable with it with pro. Now, the most popular one, the best one, Kyrie Irving, but you can't get that on a swing. So I would say the most popular one, the best one for a swing, is probably Magic Johnson, because it takes the least to do, and it's the lowest requirement, really. Some other ones that you can use on a swing, Kobe Bryant is another one, but again, you have to have an 88 speed ball. The only builds that get that, I believe, I don't think 6'6" get it. I think only one that get it is 6'5". Now, there is another very secretive one, if you're a starter 3, that you can get. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is another one you can get, but you have to be starter 3. And if you've played this game, it just is what it is. Now, that's pretty much what it is for the dribble styles, in my opinion. If I was you, I would try to test out all these that I possibly can to find the best one for you, because it kind of can differ. But I think the Magic Johnson is the best one to pick up and just use. It's just simple. It's like the simplest to get used to and all that. I'm not gonna lie. All right, next is the signature size up. Now, signature size up, it's only a couple that you really should be using if you a swing. And let's just go over those quick. Tracy McGrady, 85, 6'10", really smooth package. De'Aaron Fox is kind of more so like another it's like a old school, I guess, size up, where it has like exaggerated moves, I guess you can say. Where Tracy McGrady just does like a tween. It does like a behind the back. That's kind of more so what I be going for. That's why I use Jamal Murray. It just does a tween and a behind the back, but I just find it faster than the Tracy McGrady, if that makes sense. But Tracy McGrady and Jamal Murray probably my 2 favorite ones. But if you want another one that's kind of more so in that De'Aaron Fox realm, but it's a little bit more easy to blend with your escape drills, which we finna get into, Ja Morant. Ja Morant is a really, really good one. I think Ja Morant is the second best overall one, because you're not really doing a lot of standstill drill moves, which is not really good to do in this game, by the way, because you will probably get ripped 9 times out of 10. But yeah, Ja Morant is another really good one to put alongside that escape dribble. All right, next is the escape moves. Now, when it comes to the escape moves, this is kind of like behind the dribble style. This is probably the most important one. It's either this or the moving step back. But the escape dribbles, okay, this is how we do it. We got the threshold. Trae Young is the best one. You can't get anything better than Trae Young. That's the highest tier. There's nothing else on that tier for real. If you want to say the tier of dribble moves that kind of would be on that tier, it would have to be Damian Lillard and Kyrie Irving. But I would say those are a tier below it, personally. I say Damian Lillard is good, but it's not as good as Trae Young. And the thing about it is, you can't even use it on a swing. You have to be 6'5". That's a big change that they changed this year. Now, next one, Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is an escape move that you can use. That would be in that next tier. I would say these two are actually in that tier. But Kemba Walker, you can actually use if you're 6'10" and below. You can use these on swings. So Kemba Walker is another really good one. Now, when it comes to other dribble moves for swings, nothing else is in that tier. So either you're gonna go with the 92, then you're gonna go to 86. I feel like they did these actually really good, because if you're 6'8", you cannot get Kemba Walker. But if you are 6'7", 6'6", 6'5", you can get it. But if you're 6'7", 6'8", you cannot get Trae Young. Only 6'6", 6'5" can get Trae Young. So this is gonna be for all the other builds, pretty much. If you're 6'8", you're 6'9", these are gonna be the ones for you. And these are all gonna be in the same tier. So you got the KD. KD is the one I only really use it is because, like, if I'm on a 6'9", I can use this. If I'm on my 6'8", I can use this. If I'm on my 6'7", I can use this. If I'm on my 6'6", I can use this. That's really the only thing. That's the only thing I use it for, because I can use it on all builds. And if I'm on my big, like if I'm on my 6'10" KD, I can use it. So like, it just got a lot more variance, like, or not variance, but it got crossover. That's a better word for it. Now, another one that's really good, Jimmy Butler. Now, you only need 70 to use Jimmy Butler. That's crazy, but yeah, you only need 70 to use Jimmy Butler. Now, another one I did forget, De'Aaron Fox. Now, De'Aaron Fox is actually in that Trae Young level, I would say, but I would say Trae Young is better. It just depends on which one you rather. Do you want the one that's super quick, which is De'Aaron Fox, or do you want the one that's just all around better? I would say Trae Young. So, De'Aaron Fox is actually another one. I forgot about that one. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is really good as well. But yeah, the only ones I would probably say in this tier is Jimmy Butler, KD. Ja Morant is cool. You know what I'm saying? Some people I think use Paul George and James Harden still, but I don't think they're as good as they was last year personally. Chris Paul is cool, but yeah, those are the ones I would personally recommend. Ja Morant, KD, Jimmy. I think Ja Morant could be on that same tier, but besides those three, I would say, yeah, you kind of chilling. All right, next is the regular breakdown combo. This is just a rhythm dribble pretty much, but it's like you're just not holding RT doing it. The best one in my opinion is De'Aaron Fox. If you're not using De'Aaron Fox, I use Luka. Pretty much just that simple. If you're not using Luka, I would use Pro. Pretty much that simple. Nothing really much to say here. Simple moves. Really good to get open, really good to get a quick shot off, really good to get a speed boost in and out of. It's just really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's an underrated thing. I don't use it a lot, but if you really like struggle with drill moves this year, you can. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it this year. I'm gonna be real with you. Next is the graceful breakdown combo, and these are the breakdown combos are really good if you use Magic Johnson, by the way. But Kobe Bryant is the best one in my opinion. You can also use Pro. You can also use Rayford Austin. You can also use Ja Morant. I may even forgot some on the other one. I think D'Angelo Russell's a good one. Ja Morant is a good one. Jamal Murray's a good one. But yeah, I would personally just say Kobe Bryant for this one and De'Aaron Fox. To be honest with you. Next is the combo moves. De'Aaron Fox, by far the best one. You shouldn't really be using anything else. You can use this on a 6'9", you can use this on a 6'8", you can use this on a 6'7", 6'5", it don't matter. You shouldn't be using anything else. Next is the crossovers. Now the crossover, again, John Wall, you shouldn't be using anything else. If you are using something else, Kawhi Leonard, but why would you be using Kawhi Leonard? It's the same, well, it's not the same thing, but this is pretty much the lower rating version of it. I just would say use John Wall personally. Next is the behind the back. Now, this is all based off what you rather. Are you just doing the explosive behind the back? If you're just using the explosive behind the back, Jamal Murray. Now, if you don't use the explosive behind the back, but you like to use your behind the back going up the court, De'Aaron Fox is the best one by far. Now, I would say the difference between Jamal Murray and DeMar DeRozan isn't that big in terms of the explosive behind the back, but the difference between the De'Aaron Fox and the DeMar DeRozan is a huge difference. It is a huge difference. But the thing about De'Aaron Fox that has a nerf, the explosive behind the back is horrible. It is terrible. But the thing with Jamal Murray, the moving behind the back on this one is horrible. Now, I seen somebody say that the best all-around moving behind the back is Allen Iverson. So that's cool. That's interesting. A good one actually is Stephen Curry. If you want to do the Curry slide, that's here. Trae Young has a solid one, which you also can use on swings. You just have to be 6'6" or 6'5". You can't use it on 6'7" and up. But yeah, I say if you want the best of both worlds, DeMar DeRozan, but it's not nowhere near as good as the De'Aaron Fox moving behind the back. It's just way better than Jamal Murray. So if you want to do explosive behind the back and you want to do moving behind the back coming up the court, I would say DeMar DeRozan. But it is still good. It's just not elite like De'Aaron Fox. But I think it's pretty much on the same level as Jamal Murray. I think Jamal Murray is just slightly better in terms of the explosive behind the back. That's the way I can describe it, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's simple as that. Next is the spin. I'm using Jamal Murray, but Ja Morant probably has the best spin. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, I'm just keep it moving off that. Next is the hezzy. Now the hezzy is you get a little interesting because I've been moving with the Chris Paul. Ja Morant is the best one. But some other good ones, you got the Anthony Edwards, you got the DeMar DeRozan, you got the Luka Doncic, you got the DeMar DeRozans, you got the Jimmy Butlers, you got the DeMar DeRozans, you got the Kevin Durant's, you got the DeMar DeRozans, you got the Chris Paul, Jamal Murray, and then you got Ja Morant. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't say Harden. Harden cool, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I said all these, but you can just throw on Ja Morant. It's gonna be by far the best one. I just think these all have like their own little variation to it that makes it really your gameplay a little bit different. I like using Chris Paul because it's literally a sham god every single time you do a hezzy, and that's cool to me. So yeah, that's just simple. All right, next I'm tweaking with this one. I have Chris Paul equipped. I was testing it out. Chris Paul is good, but John Wall clears in my opinion. Now this is the way I look at it. If you're going to want to do a like the snatch back to the side, by all means, do Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to do it straight back, you want to get off more threes, do John Wall. Simple as that. Simple as that. I think the John Wall is easier to be able to speed boost out of when you have the Pro on. And yeah, I love John Wall. It has the hot back. It's just really good all around. You're either going to be using Chris Paul or John Wall, by the way. It's just kind of that simple, in my opinion. All right, next is the triple threat style. Now, I've seen people say, bro, Stephen Curry triple threat style is that good. Now, I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. Michael Jordan is the best one in the game. Blame 2K. I don't know why 2K is like, 2K gotta be watching the video. Because I've been saying Michael Jordan triple threat style is the best one in the game since it dropped. So the fact that they took it out, and only allow you to put it on if your starter 3 is the biggest L in NBA 2K history, in my opinion. No, second behind let your nuts hang. I don't know why they took that out as well. That's never came back. They just added variations to it. But at least Michael Jordan's still in the game. But Stephen Curry, Kobe Bryant, you can go with either one of the two. It's just kind of what it is. I'm going to probably start using Kobe Bryant, but yeah, hopefully I can get this starter 3 so I can get MJ. But I keep resetting my rep because I don't know. Every single time they have like a affiliation, I just do that. I don't know. I got issues, I guess. I don't know. All right, next is the pass style. Now, if you didn't know, I do plan on also doing a video where I rank every single pass style. So I've already ranked all the dunks. I've ranked all the layups. I did a video testing pretty much all the jump shots. I am gonna do a video testing, or not testing, but ranking all the dribble animations. But y'all gotta show support on them videos. So I'm gonna give y'all another one to show support on before I stick my foot into doing every dribble animation. Maybe that'd be fade, maybe that'd be the pass style. But best pass style in the game, in my opinion, it's gotta be it's between these. I think De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion, for how I play, De'Aaron Fox, Ja Morant, solid. Some of the best bang for your buck. But when it comes to those high tiers, I don't really see the argument for not saying LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, or Magic. Magic, if you really just playing the game for fun and want to see some crazy animations. But if you really want the best ones for dots, I would say Tyrese Halliburton and LaMelo Ball. The most underrated one, Trae Young. Jokic and Sabonis are really solid too, but Trae Young is super underrated. It's super underrated. All right, next is gonna be the motion styles. Now, the motion styles that I know and that I use, if you're a guard, Stephen Curry. If you're a swing, you're using, apparently Drew Eubanks, is a lot of people commenting. I use Dennis Rodman, but a lot of people be commenting Drew Eubanks. And if you're big, I use Justice Winslow. Those are the motion styles I'm using. If you guys think there's anything better than that, put in the comments down below, because I'm always like using some of these, because I'm gonna be honest, like I've been trying to test them out, like some of the lockdowns, like the OGs, even the Kawhis. Like sometimes it can be a little stiff if you have a little bit lower, like not the craziest high defensive ratings. Like when I'm on my lock, I can get away with having like weaker motion styles, but don't go out there with some stuff with the wrong motion style trying to test out stuff. That's what I learned. And yeah, it's like some of these are like way more stiff on defense and stuff like that. It's really what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys do want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like. I can get y'all to ranking every animation video. I don't know if I'm gonna do the dribble animations no more. I don't know if I'm gonna do the fade, because those ain't gonna lie, the dunk didn't go too crazy. But if y'all want me to rank every like relevant animation, I ain't gonna lie, in terms of like damn near all the best, to see what's the best of the best, what's the most important things to have on, what do you not really need, we can do that. So just like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, man, your boy Fitz. How about you, man?
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!